Welcome to Easy Maths. In this video, we will be looking at the division law for laws of indices. So we will be simplifying expressions of the form a to the m divided by a to the n. Now we have two examples that we're going to use to show the rule. Notice y to the fifth power divided by y squared, and in the second example, 2 to the third power divided by 2. Now notice that the bases are the same in both examples, and that's how we can apply the rule. The bases must be the same. Now, how would we simplify these expressions? Well, first, let's rewrite them as fractions. So y to the fifth power divided by y squared. Now let's expand. Y to the fifth power is the same as y multiplied by y multiplied by y multiplied by y multiplied by y. And y squared is the same as y multiplied by y. Now let us cancel. Y divided by y is 1. Y divided by y is 1. Notice there are no more y's in the denominator to cancel y's in the numerator. So now all we're left with is 1 multiplied by 1, which is 1, and 1 multiplied by y will still be y. So we're left with y multiplied by y multiplied by y, which means we have y to the third power. Now in the denominator we have 1 multiplied by 1, which is 1. And as we know, anything divided by 1 will still give us that thing. So we could write y to the third power divided by 1. But we know that this will be y to the third power. Now let's look at the second example. 2 to the third power divided by 2. Now notice there is no power written above this 2. So in that case, we know that the power here is 1. Let's write this as a fraction. So 2 to the third power over 2. Let's expand. 2 to the third power is the same as saying 2 multiplied by itself 3 times. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 divided by 2. Now let us cancel. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Notice we have no more 2's in the denominator to cancel 2's in the numerator. So what we're left with is 1 multiplied by 2, which we know will still be 2. So, and 2 multiplied by 2 in index form is 2 to the second power. Now let's see if there's any pattern. In the first example, y to the fifth power divided by y squared was simplified to give us y to the third power. In the second example, 2 to the third power divided by 2 was simplified to give 2 to the second power. Now basically all we did was subtract the powers. So 5 minus 2 in the first example is 3. In the second example, 3 minus 1 is 2. So simplifying expressions of the form a to the m divided by a to the n means we're going to subtract the powers once the bases are the same. So this is a to the m minus n. Now let's apply the laws using these same examples. So y to the fifth power divided by y squared is the same as y to the 5 minus 2, which is y to the third power, or y cubed. In the next example, 2 to the third power divided by 2 is the same as saying 2 to the third power minus 1, since our power here is 1, which is 2 squared. Now your turn. Pause the video, have a go, and then we'll do them together. Welcome back. Simplify f to the 10th power divided by f squared, and if we subtract the powers, we would have f to the 10 minus 2, which is equal to f to the 8th power. In the second example, we want to simplify and leave our answer in index form. So 3 to the 9th power divided by 3 to the 5th power, we know that 3 to the 9 minus 5 is equal to 3 to the 4th power. Now, in the third question, you may be tempted to do 7 minus 2, but that would only be correct if we were dividing k to the 7th by k squared, but we're not. We are asked to simplify k squared divided by k to the 7th. So the correct answer is k to the 2nd power minus 7, which gives us k to the negative 5.